people that I've met and people that I interact with play a big part in how I view myself and how I view the things that I enjoy and how I view life. And I always thought that I had more control over my feelings when it comes to those things, but I'm just like a leaf, you know? I flow with the wind. If a gust of air hits me, I fly this way and I fly that way. I'll still be a leaf at the end of the day, but I kind of can't control which direction that I'm going. That's basically how I've been feeling the last like 2 years or so. Like I've made decisions and I've made progress with things that I want to do, but outside of those things, I'm still struggling to just be me. And that's okay because, I'm growing, I'm learning, new things happen. Some things that I thought was who I am, I realize, it's not who I am, and that's okay. But oh man, it feels like this last couple of years have been so insane. It feels like it's been so complicated. I'm used to the plateau of things, but I feel like it's been nothing but ups and downs and ups and downs. And I know everyone says that a lot, but like, man, I have had a year. I have had a year. Since 2024 started, I have been, you know, forcing myself to relearn all the things that I want to do. And I've been rediscovering the passion that I have for these things. But at the same time, I've been realizing a lot of the things that have been impacted from that relationship. Like my feelings towards myself, my feelings towards most of my hobbies, my feelings towards like motivation, and all those things have been impacted like negatively. And I kind of didn't realize all of that until this year, um, until 2024, which sucks a lot. I made the decision to move to New York, and I was like, this is something that I want to do. I'm passionate about this, and I get here, and then I'm like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And then as I'm trying to do those things, it's like the little voice in the back of my head, like the little devil on my shoulder that's kind of ruining everything for me. And I didn't know it was there. I didn't know that little voice in the back of my head was always there. But it's just now like coming out as I'm actively trying to, do the things that I want to do. And so it's been making it really, really difficult to just enjoy stuff, you know? Like with dancing, I haven't danced in the studio since 2023. And I only danced in the studio like once or twice in 2023. All of 2024, I have not stepped foot in the studio. Um, I have not really created any art that I've enjoyed. Um, I would create little things here and there, but I haven't actually sat down and really just, put my mind towards something for like a number of hours and really like lock in. I haven't done that. I haven't skated in literally a year. I have not skated since uh, December of 2023. It is now January of 2025. Like it sucks. It's like I have all these things that I love so much and that I really, really enjoy and that just make me happy, that make life feel like it's worth living. But I haven't been able to do any of those things, all because of the little voice that's in the back of my head. That's just like it's fucking annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. I'm traumatized by my ex. I'm traumatized by life stuff. I'm traumatized by childhood trauma. Like there's so many things that keep happening. It keeps happening, and I I wanted to stop. I needed to stop first of all, but it's like when I think I've accomplished one thing, then another thing happens. Then I'm like, okay, I accomplished another thing. Then another thing happens, and so with like childhood trauma, and then like growing up mentally ill and having to deal with like divorced family or whatever, that wasn't that big of a deal, but having to like deal with stuff like that, to having to graduate and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, I moved, I'm starting a new life, 2023 is my year. And then I get here, and then boom, the little voice in the back of my head that is just ruining my perception of things. And it sucks. It sucks a lot. So I've just been, all of 2024 has just been recovery and reminding myself how to fall in love again with stuff, with life, with people, with hobbies, with objects, like, just falling in love with everything. I forget that there are things that I like. I forget that there are things that I want to do that I plan on doing. I forget that there's games that I want to play or movies that I want to watch because I'm so busy just, existing and not really living. And it's part of the reason is because of that little voice in my head that's kind of, discouraging me and unmotivating. Is like just discouraging me from doing those things. What is the reason? I have no idea, but I know for sure when I was in my relationship that really impacted the way that I view myself and the way that I view my favorite things, because I didn't have the support that I was looking for. And not only that, my partner was just fucking mean. They were just literally mean. So, put that together, it's not a good time. And I remember the last time that I spoke to them, I was telling them, like, I didn't know it at first, but, like, I realized, like, you traumatized me. This was, like, a year ago. And they were just like, LOL, sorry. Or something like that. Something, like, so stupid. And it sucks so much that the way they spoke about it was kind of as if it was just some little thing. They could just brush it off their shoulders or whatever. But here I am now, a whole year later, in a whole new relationship, in a whole new era of my life, and I'm still experiencing the repercussions of that trauma. And, like, that's how trauma works, right? It just works like that. But it's like, damn, it sucks. But I'm trying to figure it out. I have made a goal for myself to do the things that I absolutely want to do. Like, I know deep down inside the things that I want to do. So I'm just going to do them. I spend so much time sitting and waiting and thinking about the things that I want to do, but I haven't actually taken the time to do it. So I'm going to do it. There's no more waiting anymore. And that also includes YouTube videos. That's another thing. Like, I'm battling. Like, oh my gosh. I'm fighting back, but, like, I'm kind of getting hit in the face, Like, it's hard. It's hard. But I feel determined. It's 2025 now. It's a whole new year. I have more motivation than I have had in, like, a while. And I have a concrete plan in my head of the things that I want to do that I enjoy. And I'm just going to follow that feeling. I haven't listened to that feeling in, like, such a long time. Honestly, I would say it was senior year of college, yeah. Like, spring 2022 was, like, the last time I kind of followed that feeling. And, like, it's just kind of been slowly going down since then. So my plan is to just follow that feeling and do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I can literally do whatever I want. It's my life. Like, if I decide I want to move somewhere else, I could do it. If I decide I want to literally open up a store, I can do it. I can literally do whatever I want. So I'm just reminding myself that I can do things. I can fall in love with things. It's okay to fall in love with things. And it's okay to mess up, and it's okay to kind of, be pushed back a little bit. But, I could just keep going. I can simply just keep going. There are so many things that make me happy, that I enjoy. And rediscovering those things are it's so exciting because it's like I forgot that this is so fun. It's like eating like your favorite food after a really long time. It's like you know it's good, but like you haven't had it in a minute. So once you have it, you're like, oh my god, like this is amazing. And that's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel. Like I like seeing pretty things, and I like relaxing, and I like being in nature, and I like absorbing the energy around me, and I like spending time by myself, and I like spending time with others, and like I miss those things. I miss those things, and I miss them. I miss them so much, and I'm I'm gonna do those things again. I'm gonna do those things again. And another one of those things is art. I love creating, and I honestly art was like my first love, really, and then came dancing. But art is like number one, and I haven't created, and there's so many things I want to create. Like it's just in my brain, in my notes app. Like I have so many ideas, but I'm going to put those ideas into fruition. I'm gonna enjoy creating those things. I'm gonna enjoy, pushing myself to do those things. I'm gonna enjoy my time. I'm gonna love my time. Yeah, I'm gonna do all those things. Yeah, and I gotta remind myself, it's one day at a time. It's something that takes so long, like relearning and rediscovering and like uncovering, like all that stuff. It takes so long, and that's okay. I'm ready for the journey, and it's kind of exciting. And yeah, I'm gonna document it, of course. I'm gonna document it, whether it's on here or on TikTok or Instagram or wherever. Um, I'm gonna document it, and I'm going to go back into falling in love with myself and with the things that I enjoy. And that is my New Year's resolution. That is my goal for 2025 and for 2026 and for the years that keep going. I am going to fall back in love with the things that I love. Yeah.